Good morning everyone and welcome to Wednesday's live stroll with me and Azra. Azra's leading on very nicely this morning so far, so that's nice and positive. It is hump day. Lunchtime today will be halfway through the week. It's not been so bad so far this week. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, it's not been too bad this week. Yesterday was an okay day, and then just watched the football last night as well. 5-0 win for England. It was only Latvia, but England seem to make a pig's ear a lot of the time of beating these smaller teams, so that's a nice comfortable win in the end, really. I think that is definitely confirmed that they have booked for the World Cup next year, so horrible times the matches will be next year, I'm sure, but we'll get to that in due course, won't we? This morning it is about 10-11 degrees, and we've got this fine mist stroke drizzle in the air again, and it seems to get worse as we get into the walk for some reason, but for now it's all right. I think we can stick to the normal stroll this morning, rather than going over the fields for a prolonged period of time. I think we'll just sort of stick to what we have been doing. So what's everybody up to today? Is it just a normal work day, school day, leisure day, nothing day? I like nothing days, where there's no plans and you just could almost have a pyjama day, couldn't you? Doesn't happen very often in life, does it? That's the problem, where you can just absolutely do nothing. And in fact, sometimes I feel absolutely shattered when I do that, because your mind is so active normally. It's quite nice, you think, to have a rest, but it isn't really. I tell you, you feel more exhausted. Anyway, enough of that. So today is, as I said, Wednesday, hump day. James has got football training, and he's got a special training session tonight from one of the coaches of Cambridge United Football Club. So I think they're looking quite forward to that. Probably do some videos for the club for that. Just depends on what's happening, to be fair, but I'm sure I will probably go and watch. So that'd be exciting. Oi! 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 Enough! Stop it! Anyway, getting back to where we were, guys. Come on, Azra, keep going, lead on. She never knows the way to go these days, because she was looking to go for the normal weekend stroll, but we're continuing on straight on. And I may confuse her again when we get to the end. Not the next bit, or the next bit after that. I may confuse her again. I may change it up a little. We'll see. Just so you can see a little bit more of the village. I'll see how I feel when we get to the end. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Do like and subscribe. Subscriptions have been going really well recently. Only seems like a few weeks ago we were talking about getting to 500. We're now very much closing down on 600. Over 400,000 views now as well of all the material, which is quite incredible, really. I know I do a lot of these lives, which, to be fair, is a big thing, you know, for the group. But there's other stuff that's coming out. We've done The first proper series we did was the cruise series, which was very well received. Loads of subscribers off the back of that. So that was very, very positive for the channel. If you didn't know, if you've not been with me before, we are going to Disneyland in 9 days. So getting very excited for that now. I wonder, as an adult, when you walk into Disney, how you really feel. Because everyone keeps saying, oh, Disney's more for kids and that sort of stuff. But I think you still get a little bit of Disney magic. And I just wonder how we're going to feel once we're there. I'll be doing lots of lives, lots of vlogs. As I said yesterday, the vlogging and all the edits will be done when we get back. All I'm going to do when I'm there is some lives, probably, of first reactions and the parades and the fireworks. And then I'll edit everything together when we get back, when I've got more time to sort of give it proper attention. But yeah, you guys will be coming along for the ride if you want to. And I was sort of looking at the, the copyright scenario yesterday of music when you're there, and it's one of those that I have watched loads of vlogs now, and everyone seems just to put on there what they put on there. There's no sort of segregation of the music, so I believe they obviously know that people will be doing this, and they don't worry about it. I mean, an example was when I was doing the live streams when we were on the cruise, and all we had to do was walk past some music, and I was getting warnings. Never any strikes, but warnings. And it's just like, you think to yourself, what's the difference, really? I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is with copyright strikes, isn't it, I suppose? They've obviously got songs that they don't mind being on there, and songs that they do mind being on there, so that's life, isn't it? So, just to let you know, guys, this drizzle, as I suspected, is getting harder. Again, you might not see it on the... Come on, keep going. You might not see it on the camera, but it is there. I can assure you. Come on, Azra, just keep going. Come on. Got a funny old week for the lives this week. The weekend, well, let's count. Let's just say from Monday, because that's this week as opposed to the weekend. This week's been average at best for the lives, and this was one of the things. Excuse me, my voice is gone. One of the things I was sort of speaking to people about a few weeks ago about the lives and whether people still wanted it, and for the most part it's pretty well received most days, so we're going to monitor it again and see how we go. As I say, the weekends really, Sunday especially, is the big day when people watch a lot now, because it's later and it's lighter, and during the week I think it's only the diehards that watch, to be honest with you, watch her out on her morning stroll. I've had to think about it, guys, and I think we will stick to our normal stroll this morning, which will be at the end of this road. We'll do a right. And sort of meander our way towards the fields. Where's everybody watching from this morning? Are you in the UK? Are you abroad? What time is it where you are? Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Good girl. Been a funny old week weather-wise in the mornings. Well, yesterday, the rain that I got full on in the morning continued for the whole day, off and on. But this morning it wasn't supposed to be like this, and I did check. So, quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. Though we've had this all 3 mornings this week. Anyway, when we get to the end of this road, which is fast approaching, where that yellow line is in front, we will be doing a right towards the high road. And as I say, meandering our way back towards the fields, crossing over there, and then sort of on a homeward journey. Oh dear. Go on, Azra. Must have the wind in the right direction this morning, because I can clearly hear vehicles from the A10, which is still a good distance away. We won't go near it this morning because of the walk that we're doing. If you've been with me on the original country walk, you'll know we basically run parallel with the A10 for a portion of that stroll, which is the main road between, or one of the main roads between Norfolk, Azra, come on, between Norfolk and London. Not the only one, but one of them. A lot of it's single carriageway, so it's probably a road people don't like to use unless you're going in that general direction of sort of King's Lynn and that direction. Come on, Azra. Good girl. Okay, so we're now at the High Street. We're going to cross over. Heading back in towards the village now. Azra on the path. Good girl. You don't realise, and you're not going to see really, but there are some really big houses on the left along this high street. Someone said it to me once. He thought they're really those sorts of houses in Melbourne. But there certainly are. Right, Azra's going to the loo. So I'm just going to put you on the wall here, rest you here. It's quite a handy place she's got. Wait, Azra. Sorry about that, guys, we are back. Azra is now lighter. Where's everybody watching from this morning? What time is it where you are? Do remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, dear. It isn't cold, guys, but because of this constant drizzle we've got again, it just makes it feel a lot more colder than it is, to be honest, this morning. Always makes me laugh when people leave their bins out. They must have gone out and passed their bins at least once. So why people can't get their bins in and leave them in the street with narrow pavements is beyond me. It really is. That's just me having a moan again, though. You know what I will say? You know, I always practice what I preach to you. The bins are collected. The bins are done about 6:30, 6:45 on a Tuesday in the village, and without fail, before I go to work, I always get them back in. Always. And the worst case scenario, I leave them in the garden because we have the guy come round to clean the bins. But they're off the pavement, off the street. I mean, we don't leave them in the street anyway, the bin men do. We always leave them on our grass in the garden. Because, you know, it's a public highway, isn't it? People have a right to walk there. And it's just ridiculous. But dustmen, I've got nothing against dustmen, but they are a law to themselves at times. Anyway, we're going to keep going with this for a little while. Viewing this morning isn't the best, so I'm not going to keep going if we've only got a few people watching. So I will go to the end of here for a while, see how we get on with numbers, and if they don't go up, I'll give you all a break, guys. Just to say that more people come on, so welcome to the channel. Do like and subscribe. We are out for a normal morning stroll with Azra. There she is. It is drizzling quite hard again now, as it has been every morning this week. British weather and all that. We'll be coming up to the field in a bit where we cross over and sort of meander our way through the field, only for a little bit. It's not the main field walk this morning. We were discussing that a little bit earlier on. It's just not very pleasant when it's like this, and you guys can't see as much as you can when we're sort of around the village, and even that isn't great. It's only because of the artificial lights that we can do it. Okay. Azra, come on. Good girl. Here she goes. Leading on again. Let's say people tune in to see her and our lovely walks we do. We don't. I'm sure a lot of people just probably mute me. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Go on. Good girl. Azra, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Give her half the chance, guys. She would be sniffing everything, and we would be out a lot longer than we are. So about another 2 or 3 minutes and we'll be at the end of this road, where we then, as I say, make our way into the fields. If you are new to the channel, do remember to like and subscribe. We are out every morning. Certainly at the minute we're out every morning. As I've said before, we are going to reevaluate, I think, in the next few weeks, see whether the viewing figures really warrant sort of doing it every day, or maybe every other day, maybe just a weekend. I don't know. We'll see what we do, and then go from there. Problem is the numbers do really fluctuate. You know, one week you can really have good numbers every single day, then other weeks it can be sort of quieter, and it's really difficult knowing what people want. So yeah, it is difficult to gauge, but we'll see. I'm going to give it till we certainly go to Disney, which is another few weeks, and then we'll plan from there. Come on, Azra. Good girl. Okay, I think we're going to call it time for today. As a few more people come on. We'll keep going to the end of this road, but then I think we will call it for today. If you have been with me since the beginning, you are officially Iron Men and Iron Women of the live stream. If you are just joining up now, we start usually most mornings at 5 o'clock. So if you can come on board around then, enjoy, as more people come on as well. Maybe that's the trick, come out 15 minutes later. Where's everybody watching from this morning? Are you in the UK? Are you abroad? If you're in the UK, you know what I mean by this very annoying drizzle that is coming down. And it's horrible. And it's been like this every morning this week. Right guys, I think we're going to call it. Have a great day and we will reconvene tomorrow.